The festival is all about vibrance, colors of joy, culture, language, traditions, which is open to everyone for the artists, public, students, youth, everybody. The festival's central idea is all about inclusivity and diversity and to come up with the cultural heritage of Jammu. Day 1 to day 4 will have different events focusing on environment, conservation of Jammu forestry, which will be addressed by our honorary Dr. Karan Singh on his project Tiger. Further, we'll have cultural events, heritage walk that will be open to visitors and will explore the unexplored areas of the Mahal. This all aims to bring together and integrate the people of Jammu to know about their cultural inheritance and the richness of our traditions. So stay tuned with us as we have in conversation with us today the daughter of Maharaja Hari Singh, Dr. Jyotsna Singh. Good morning everyone, this is Karman Singh and today we are here at Amar Mahal. This is a museum cum library and in conversation with us we have Dr. Jyotsna Singh and she'll be briefing us about the upcoming Tawi Festival which is going to be organized by Amar Mahal. So ma'am, would like to start with you. Please tell us something about the events that Amar Mahal is going to organize in the upcoming Tawi Festival and tell us about the series of events, how it is going to organize to our audience, please.
Thank you, Karman. That's very kind of you. First of all, thanks for taking this interview because we want to get the word out into the general public as well as into the student community of Jammu. And we know that the Jammu University is a very vibrant and very diverse kind of space where people from all across the state come here to study. And it's an ideal space for us to collaborate with. So this time we have decided to collaborate with the university, with Jammu University. We want to do certain events at the university itself, but also the events that we've planned here, we would like to showcase what the museum stands for. So now when you come into Jammu, right at the airport itself, you see a model of the museum. At every corner you see, pictures of the museum. It's become quite an iconic building. Like when they say Jammu tourism, immediately Amar Mahal comes up. But what is it actually about? So this building was actually the residence of Maharani Tara Devi, who was a mother of Dr. Karan Singh ji. And when she passed away, in a few years after that, he decided to dedicate the building to a museum. And he is a massive collector of books. And he, even to this day, we get sort of cartons of books, from him every week from Delhi. But so it was a library as well as a museum. And now with the age of digitization, the books have become very precious in themselves. So that is part of the punji of the museum. The museum is also doing community outreach work. So we are supporting Basoli Painting School. It's a 10-year project. It will take that long for painters to actually become good at what they do. And that's in Basoli with Sohan Biloria ji. But other than that, we have planned many activities at the museum because we wanted to become a kind of accessible, interesting place for people to come. Not just a space where you come to see things. Although the collection of the museum itself is very interesting. We have a world-class collection of Kangra miniature paintings. 47 paintings. Anyone interested in art anywhere in the world should know about this collection because there's no such collection anywhere else. We also have pretty art, we have these rare book collection, and we have of course the throne of Maharaja Hari Singh ji at the back. I want to show you how much talent there is in this region and how much diversity there is, and we should celebrate that diversity, and not get caught up in one image of what Jammu should stand for, but to have all this diversity coming. So we have that, and then there's a wonderful music performance by a gentleman called Jitinder Singh ji, and if you listen to him when you do, he's, I think, almost on par with, his style and his way of singing is like Jagjit Singh. So he's really excellent. He's very, very good. Our second day of the program is on conservation, heritage and community. तो जैसे हम देखते हैं कि यहाँ पे कितनी सारी, आई बिलीव देयर आर समथिंग लाइक 40 forts in the Jammu region. You don't even know about what Akhnur, you may know about one or two others, you know. But we know about Bahu Fort. But इतनी ज़्यादा हैं सब जगह, यहाँ से लेके पुंछ तक, यहाँ से लेके किश्तवाड़ भद्रवाह तक बहुत सारे फोर्ट्स हैं. Of course हमारे यहाँ बहुत सारे temples हैं. You know, there are many temples and complexes. Temple complexes made प्राचीन भी हैं, नए भी हैं, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ मज़ार बहुत सारे हैं, पीर बहुत हैं. तो इस सब के बारे में लोगों को पता ही नहीं ज़्यादा. You know, and it's such a composite culture. We can't do without each other. You know, if you look at the communities, that's what makes Jammu what it is. I was once sitting at the bazaar, you know, Residency Road, in a coffee shop, and I looked out and I saw there was Jesus Christ walking down the street with the cross on his back. And it still makes me emotional to think about it, but the Christian community can actually go through the streets with their festivals. This was April, this is when, you know, Christ is supposed to have risen and all. So I'm just saying that there is this wonderful diversity in this state, and we all have to have a responsibility of keeping that, you know. So we've called somebody who has been a conservation architect for the second day to come and share her experiences. She has done a lot of work in Bombay for conservation of the Opera House, other things. So she'll come and share her experiences. There is a wonderful place in Ladakh called LAMO, Ladakh Arts and Media Organization. And this place has been set up, it's now a UNESCO heritage site. And उसमें क्या है कि पूरी कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्व है. उसको बिल्कुल ही पुराने जैसे बना दिया गया था. वो वहाँ के एक मुनीम थे of the ruler of Leh, and they have set up that whole thing, and it's now a place where there are exhibitions, there are music performances, there are all kinds of things. So that lady is coming to share her experiences. So we're getting people from outside, but we're also getting local people. For instance, people from Intact Jammu. They're doing excellent work. They're reviving the old route to Vaishno Devi with all the water bodies and the sarais, and जहाँ पे लोग खाना खा सकते हैं, और वहीं पे local ladies को उन्होंने cuisine बनाने के लिए कहा है ताकि लोग local खाना खा सकें and so on. So, and we end with you know, poetry readings, which we just have an open mic. Anyone who has anything to read out can read it, and a literature session also. And we end with this Natrang presentation of Colors of Jammu. So that's a lot about the festival, but I just want to say the third day is for everyone to come and enjoy, as are the evening performances. The third day is a mela, right here in this space, where we will have food, eco-friendly products, fun things for children to do, folk music, dance, and you know, in this whole backdrop. And we just want everyone in Jammu to know that this is a mela, which, you know, is a little different from melas, but it's also as much fun to be part of it as, you know, other melas. Jammu has many melas around different holy spots, but we thought let's have this sort of secular mela, let's say, or whatever, and people can come and enjoy it. So we invite the general public to come for the performances, both evenings, the mela, and then the last day is at your university. So everyone should come there. We have a wonderful, again, a teacher, environmentalist. He will talk about the whole Himalayan region, how fragile it is, how it can be preserved, and that talk will be for trekkers, for people who like the outdoors, for people who are, you know, tour operators, as well as students, you know. And he will do a special course called Leave No Trace, which means you go into a forest and you come out of there as if you had not been there. You respect the sacred forest and you leave it as it is. So, I mean, that is, you know, what we are trying to do. I hope it's not too much to, to describe in the first go, but maybe you can break this up and, you know, give different parts of it. Any other questions that you might want to ask?
Ma'am, what will your target audience?
तो हम you know, target audience पूरी जम्मू है. तो एक तरह से हर चीज़ अलग अलग ग्रुप्स के लिए, जैसे सेमिनार्स हैं. पहले दिन जो भी इन्वायरमेंटल जैसे EVS है आपका यूनिवर्सिटी में, we are collaborating with them. So we want all the students of environmental studies to come. We also want people who are interested in the environment in general. They are most welcome to come to the seminar. So that would be more for people who are interested in environment. Then the performances is for the people at large. Please come and enjoy the space, enjoy the performance. It's a free entry for the performance, so everyone is welcome. And so that's there. तो मेला भी सबके लिए है, जनरल उसके लिए है, जो भी पब्लिक है. और then we have, the students. And we really, this time we reached out to the Jammu University so that we can have younger participation. ये तो लोग सोचते हैं म्यूजियम है तो वो चीज़ें एक बार देख लो, चलो स्कूल ट्रिप हो जाता है एक बार, और that's it. Or it's for people who are just interested in the objects that are lying there. But we want this to be a vibrant space where students really can come. We have an excellent collection of books which we can make available for reference, for research. We have a fantastic collection of art, so art students can come. We also are collaborating with IMFA, Jammu, and we've done that. We've held exhibitions here over the years for them. So student body भी एक target audience है, general public भी एक target audience है, और जो एक specific subject में interested है, जो conservation में interested है, और जो special interest वाले जैसे environment में है या heritage में है, उनके लिए भी है.
So, ma'am, since we know that this whole festival is going to be organized in collaboration with University of Jammu, so do you intend to give the youth any such special message?
See, I think the youth has so much enthusiasm and there's so much energy. It was a very long time ago that I was a student, but I still remember that everything one experienced was experienced with so much intensity. That's the age where you are absorbing, so you're like a sponge, ऐसे हो रहा है कि osmosis से सारी चीज़ें, मुझे जो नहीं अब दिखेगा मेरी, with my sight, you will be observing something that you will notice, as a young person. So I want to tap into that and to see how we can work together, in terms of there is so many resources that the university has, and I would say we will gain from your participation rather than my giving a message to you. I would say tap into the richness and the diversity of this region. You mustn't forget. What happens is that there is one voice sometimes that comes up, and at other times other voices, but we are several voices. We are varied voices, and we need to respect that of each other. I think that's one of the main messages that I'd like to give.
हम 4 इवेंट में कोई ऐसा इवेंट जिससे सच में लोगों को लगे कि जाना चाहिए, मतलब जो भी है यहाँ पे जाना चाहिए, हमें मस्ट है यहाँ पे जाना ज़रूरी.
हाँ जी, तो मैं तो ये कहूँगी कि जो हमारे म्यूज़िक और जो इवनिंग प्रोग्राम्स हैं वो हम फ्री रख रहे हैं, वो लोग आके उसका लुत्फ़ लें. एंड we also think that the Mela is something that will be very interesting because the people there mainly women entrepreneurs हैं और जो eco friendly products वगैरह बना रहे हैं. खाने पीने का आपको हर चीज़ मिलेगी, ethnic foods. We are not concentrating on soft drinks and fast food. This is slow food. This is there's a slow food revolution now. People like to go back to the way things were cooked because it retains the nutrition as well as the taste. The fast food is fine if you're on the move, but how did these people take their time over cooking beautiful delicious things? वो भी है एक इंटरेस्टिंग. विमेन के लिए एक टारगेट ऑडियंस है, विमेन, उसके लिए हम विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को बाहर से बुला रहे हैं जो NGOs पहले थी और जो उन्होंने अब टेक ओवर कर लिया, जो जिनके लिए बना हुआ था. So that's the idea. When you start something for, let's say, rural development, you want them to become independent. You want them to take over that project and do what they are doing. ये नहीं कि हम बैठ के उनको पैसा देते रहें और वो ऐसे हम एम्प्लॉयज़ के जैसे काम करते रहें. The idea is to make people self-sufficient. It's very interesting. So all your mothers are most welcome, and if any young person wants to start something, these people will all be in conversation with. So it's an informal kind of event. ये नहीं कि वो वहाँ और हम यहाँ, वो एक intermingling होगी इसमें.
Also, ma'am, listening to your thoughts would make everybody so excited to delve in all these vibrant experiences. So, we would really like to know that is this being organized for the very first time? Like all the things you said, that inclusivity, audience, youth is the target. So, we really would like to know that earlier also something like this had happened in the Amar Palace itself.
Haji. So this is the second edition of the festival. The first time we did it slightly, in-house and involving experts in the field. And that went off very well. So we were encouraged that we hope this is going to be an annual event. And each time we will add some more richness to it. हमारा byline ही है inclusivity, creativity, tradition and modernity. तो सब चीज़ें इसमें हैं, मतलब सबको लेके चलना है हमने, क्रिएटिविटी को इनकरेज करना है, ट्रेडिशन को रिस्पेक्ट करना है और मॉडर्निटी को भी हमने जगह देनी है ना. तो ये चारों चीज़ें इसमें हैं. दूसरा है कि ये आर्ट्स एंड आइडियाज़ का फेस्टिवल है. सो इफ़ यू हैव अ सेंट्रल आइडिया, दैट इज़ रियली एक्साइटेड एनवायरनमेंट दिस टाइम, उसको हम हाईलाइट करेंगे, उसके लिए हम काम करेंगे. सो दैट एंड देन वी होप दैट इट विल कंटिन्यू. नेक्स्ट ईयर in April we are going to be holding the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the museum. The building is much older, but when the museum was established in 1975, so it's now, in 25 it will be Golden Jubilee. With God's grace, we hope that we can showcase what the museum has, the richness of the museum itself, and also, continue with the festival.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are truly honored and graced to hear your views on all the Tawi festival that is going to be organized. We would really urge the youth to please come and participate and experience the vibrance and joy of the festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I also just want to end with saying that this is not an individual effort, and this is nothing, I would not be able to do anything without the help of, the secretary over here, who's looking after the museum, कर्नल सुदीप मित्रा, द लाइब्रेरियन, यहाँ पे बहुत सालों से ये हैं यहाँ पे. सो we are a team, in-house team. We've also involved people, artists, literature people. So there's a core team of people who have been involved right from the beginning. They'll continue, and हम उनको जोड़ते जाएंगे. डॉक्टर भवनीत कौर हैं एक, जो हमारे साथ शुरू से हैं. ललित गुप्ता जी हैं, सुमन गुप्ता जी हैं, इज़ अ वंडरफुल आर्टिस्ट. राजेंद्र टिक्कू जी हैं. वी कोलैबोरेटेड विद इम्फा अर्लियर. यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ अब से शुरू होगा, तो होपफुली वी विल कंटिन्यू टू डू दैट. एंड मेनी अदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैव हेल्प्ड अस ऑल्सो. Cultural Academy has been very helpful. The Department of Tourism has been very helpful to us. And, so we're hoping to have many such collaborations.
Thank you so much, ma'am.